Well, howdy do y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Vita. If you don't already know, and if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. So, happy spring. Yeah, I figured we would take advantage of the nice weather and have a little something outside and yeah, enjoy the weather, because y'all know I love to be outside. So yeah, I wanted to do a Q&A, which I did get quite a few questions. Guys, make sure that you check my community tab, because I do try to update and stuff, and follow me on Facebook, because I update a lot on there, like what's going on in my actual life and stuff. So for those of you who don't know, my nanny has had a major operation, so I'm over here trying to make a bunch of videos, as much as, like, just do as much as I can for right now, because I don't really know when I'll be able to. So if you see me wearing the same outfit, then I'm so sorry. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do the Q&A, and also y'all can ask me questions, you know, and videos or whatever, if you know. So yeah, and I don't know if y'all want me to say your names or not, but I did have 2 subscribers that are some OG subscribers. Well, I know one of them is. I don't know about the other one. But yeah, and I got, they came through, and I'm so happy about that, because usually it's just my family or my uncles asking me questions. So thank you so much. Like I said, please interact with me, y'all. I want to interact with you. I don't bite hard. Anyways, so this person asked me 5 questions, which there's kind of another one, like, there's a couple, 2 questions in one, but that's fine with me. So however many that is, if I remember how to count, then, we'll be good. So anyway, the first question is, what are your favorite retro movies? Honestly, I love anything from the 80s, so, or from the 50s and 40s. One of my favorite movies of all time, I would have to say, is Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. That's one of my favorite ones. And then I really love any Betty Grable movie, pretty much any movie, but one of my favorites is definitely Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. It's hilarious. It's so funny. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it, because it's hilarious. And it does have Bela Lugosi as Dracula in it, so there's that one. Okay, the second question is, how did you become interested in pinups and other vintage things? Also, where should someone start if they're interested in vintage/rockabilly culture? Okay, so yeah, that's a 2-part question. If you hear my birds, quit fighting over there. Y'all, I will show my bird feeder later if y'all want. Get yourself a bird feeder too. It's the best thing ever. Anyways. How did I get interested in it? I mean, it's kind of the same answer as a lot of other people's answers for this question that are also into this, is just like kind of growing up with it. And I don't know, I've always liked the clothes better back then. I think the movies are better. If you ask me about an actor or actress today, I probably can't fucking tell you, but you ask me about somebody from back then, I can tell you. But yeah, I guess just kind of growing up watching stuff like that, and I don't know, I started dressing this way when I was 15, kind of 14, but mostly when I was 15. I'm 30 now, ew, but get away from my drink, get away from my drink, the bugs are back too. But yeah, I think I started dressing that way and I've always listened to oldies and stuff like that. Like, my dad is a big partier, if you hadn't noticed from the live that we did, like, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I wonder who I get it from, but I just kind of, I grew up with listening to that kind of music and stuff too. Although I do listen to other stuff, not just oldies and stuff like that. I am a huge death metal fan. So yeah, also, my album comes out next week. I'm just kidding, I can't scream worth a fuck. Anyways, okay, and where should someone start if they're interested in vintage rockabilly culture? When I started out, I was actually more into goth. Like, I still love, like, the monster stuff and, like, mixing stuff. Like, if y'all saw, I love it. See, from the way I dress, I love, like, Frankenstein's monster mixed with, like, a 50s skirt or something. Or just, I still wear all black. Or also, like, really colorful stuff now. So, which I've been that way for quite a few years now, instead of just all black. So, everything has to have a bat, though. Oh wait, I always have bats on me. But I mean, go to Goodwill. Or even yeah, Goodwill is great for vintage stuff, and you don't have to wear actual vintage. Like this, literally is from the Go Outlet, which probably nobody knows if you're not from the South what a Go Outlet is. Go Grocery, what a grocery outlet. We just call it Go Grocery. But $5. $5. You can make anything. I'm a firm believer that you can take anything, especially if it's modern, and it just, you know, if you do your hair vintage and do your makeup vintage, then you can make anything look vintage or rockabilly. You don't have to, you know, slap cherries on everything or polka dots. So I think that that's a good place to start. Go to Goodwill, find, you know, they don't have to be high-waisted pants. Like, put your own spin on something. That's what I do. And it's been that way ever since. But yeah, and hair tutorials, girl, hair tutorials. I started out actually on watching Lisa Fremont Street here on YouTube when I was 15. Her, Vintage Vanity, Cherry Dollface, and like none of them do YouTube anymore, so sad. But yeah, that's actually how I, you know, and it's really simple to do. Like I have some hair tutorials as well that are a little more simpler, because I'm not saying I'm a lazy, but I've been doing it for so long. I'm just like, here you go. All right. I try to make it as simple as possible. Sorry, my camera looked funny for a minute. Anyways, probably because of the sun, and I'm not used to the sun being on a screen. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I would do. Like, get you some belts or stuff. Like I said, it ain't got to be vintage. You can make anything look vintage. So, and also that was a question that my other subscriber asked me as well. So that answers one of your questions, and I hope that helps you out. If y'all want a guide or something, like simple outfits to maybe help get you started, then please let me know down below, and I will put that together for y'all, because it's very simple. It's pretty easy. A lot easier than you think. Well, y'all, you think I'd never learned how to use technology before. Anyway, so next question is, what reactions do you get from people who aren't familiar with the vintage rockabilly culture? And also, I love that you're putting slash, because you have all these people, sometimes the gatekeepers of vintage and rockabilly, and yeah, you can't put it all into one category. And I'm like, yeah, you can. Which technically, rockabilly is the style of music, but do what you want. Call it what you want. That's what I do. But yeah, people that aren't familiar, like, I usually get comments, like a lot of comments. I have people asking me like how I do something, and I just say it very carefully. But yeah, I usually don't get, if I dress a little more spookified, then I usually, well, where I live right now, like, it's, like, there's all sorts of different people here. Like, it's a very different, all sorts of different communities. Unfortunately, this community is, like, non-existent here. It's very, very small. And I don't get out much. We don't have a car. So, but yeah, I mean, I've never really had anybody on the street or something ask me like how I got into it or something. Now, I've never really got the costume thing either, unless I am dressed more spooky and I'm just like, up yours. No. I didn't mean to flip y'all off of that. You know, but I mean, yeah, lots of people are really positive about it. Like, they love it, so I don't know. I'm not going to say I've never got anything negative, but yeah, when I, like, if I was to go out like this, like, there's quite a few people that usually compliment me, so, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Next question is, do you have any experiences with old people who were young during the 40s and the 50s? What do they think when they see a young person like you? They also usually love it. Like, if I've had somebody in a nursing home or something, like, unfortunately, my great-grandma, Vita, she is passed away, of course, but, I don't really have any stories from her, but, we've got pictures and stuff, and, you know, my nanny grew up in the 60s and 70s, my mom grew up in the 80s, my dad grew up in the 70s and 80s, so I get all sorts of, you know, from that era. But, like, if I've had someone, like we are at a nursing home or something, like if somebody wants to talk to me or something, I will gladly let them do it, because I love old stories and listening about when people were younger, and I think people need to just do that more often, because it's just really cool. Next is, what's your most prized retro item that you own, and what are some dream items that you'd like to get? They just redid my porch, so it's a little scratchy. Oh well, I used to collect vintage ashtrays and vintage salt and pepper shakers, and I had the deer salt and pepper shakers. If I can find a picture somewhere, I'll insert them. They were so cute, and they were in perfect condition. I paid like $12 for them. Totally worth it. So cute. I loved them. That used to be my prized possession. I don't really have too much actual vintage stuff. I mean, a lot of it is, and I have like little poodle knickknacks and, you know, like some stuff. That's a good question. I don't know, maybe any of my Pyrex that I have, because, or recipe books that, belonged to someone, so it makes them extra special. I do have some of my grandmother's dresses. They're not particularly from the 50s, but they look kind of like 80s does 50s. That's what they are. I've wore them on here before, because I do wear them. Something I want to own, everything. Everything. If I was rich and had it my way, I'd have a damn hot rod out here. I've had the refrigerator, everything would be done. Everything would be done. So that's that one. All right, and now we're getting into my other subscribers' questions, which I did already answer the one, which is the same question. So there's that one. And she asked, what's my favorite Elvis song? Bossa Nova Baby is my favorite one. Like, I like Elvis, but as most of you probably know, if you're an OG, know that I like Johnny Cash way better. And I know I got the Elvis Barbie and stuff, but like, and I got like a purse, whatever, but I just like Johnny Cash better. I do like Elvis, but Johnny Cash slaps way harder, but that Bossa Nova is my favorite one. And then she asked, have you ever had any Lux DeVille bags? They are gorgeous. Liquor brand too. No, because unfortunately I am poor. Now, my friend, Gwen, who I've mentioned before, she, I don't remember what brand it was, but it was like the coffin bags that actually just look like a vintage purse, but it's shaped like a coffin. There's nothing on it or anything. It's got like a kiss lock, which I don't have anymore because I've moved so many times and people have stolen my shit. Yeah, I don't have that anymore, but I did have one of those. If I find that, then I will figure out what brand it is and put it on there. But yeah, I wish I still had it. It was really cute. But other than that, no. I do have some vintage handbags and stuff, so yeah, nothing really. And of course I've got my makeup case from Billy's Pinstriping. Billy's Pinstriping. Did you forget about her? Yeah. No, I just wanted to, yeah. But it is true. Like, it's really cool. I mean, it's not vintage or anything, but she pinstriped it. I made a video about that a couple weeks ago. Let's see. And then, yeah, that's the last one. And also, you did ask me, I didn't screenshot it, but I remember you asked me what my ending song was, or my intro, outro song. It's the same song. It's Brian Setzer, Really Rockabilly. I just can't play the whole song, for obvious reasons, but yeah. I decided I've just cut it, and like I used the beginning of it for the beginning, and then I cut it to my favorite part of the song, which is like not even the end of the song, to do my ending, which I just started doing that back in December. No, I made made my channel look more professional, even though we know I ain't no damn professional. But yeah, that's what it is. Brian Setzer, Really Rockabilly. It's one of my favorite songs. And I thought it fit my channel and everything perfectly, so try getting drunk listening to it. It's really fun. Anyways, I really appreciate your questions, and I appreciate y'all interacting with me. Like I said, I don't bite, so, I mean, Yeah, and thank you again for 200 subscribers. I have to like 205 now. That's really cool. So yeah, thank you, new subscribers, old subscribers, everybody's subscriber. Everybody gets to subscribe today. So yeah, and yeah, but thank y'all so much for watching. And if you do have any requests or anything, then please let me know down in the comments or on my Facebook page or something, and I will try to get those done as quickly as possible. So yeah. And yeah, please don't be upset if I do or am not able to come out with a video like every week, because I know I said when I started and got 200 subscribers I would start posting every week again, every Monday. So, but right now it's a little hard going back and forth to the hospital. So yeah, anyways, and thank y'all that were concerned about my nanny. She is okay. She's still in pain, so I don't really want to talk about what happened, because I'm sure it'll be obvious at some point, but you know, I'm pretty private. I'm pretty open, but I'm also pretty private. So yeah, thank y'all again, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps my tiny ass channel. And of course, as always, don't forget to keep it rockin'.
In his pants as you drunk to cat. He's wearing 1956 underwear.